So we're up here at Mark Weader's. Jim's along. He's getting brought his wood up here. But this is Mark's big one you talked about in the last interview. That's a New York buck. What year?
I think 16 or 18.
2016 or 18. Wow. Yeah. It's a big buck. Compound kill.
Yep.
So.
The mass is what just amazed me.
Yeah. It's heavy.
Like there, I can't. That side I can. My little fingers can't reach around that side.
Yeah.
Where you left, where I left.
Yeah, we can.
The buddy. I'm gonna put this guy's name. I'm gonna put this guy here. This is Richard Myers, Dick Myers. He wants a 38-inch in Lancaster. I'm gonna put that in today.
Okay.
Just to show you guys how they
sure.
come in.
So the barrel's already in the putty?
Barrel, but yeah, we put it in. Well, you see me putting barrels in the putty.
Oh yeah, there you got all his barrels down here.
Sam brought another one off. Oh, dropped it.
Yeah, he did. He told me.
Mind him, he don't like me. I don't know why. He doesn't want your crop.
What are you doing, Brady? What's the matter? Can't you get off the floor?
Oh, he's good.
What are you doing, boy?
I'm 65. He's been doing it since he was 12. And
we're back to the body putty stage here.
Yep. Then what I do is take the barrel out after that. Now I'm gonna cut everything off the way I want it. You'll see what I'm doing. Let that on there, this end, and then cut everything in. But ever since I squared that, now I can take the machine and get the muzzle wood flush with the end of the barrel.
Okay.
Took me a little while to figure it out, you know.
Okay.
I'm sitting there routing the channel out, body putty, and that's the worst part of it. Once it's at that stage, then everything goes easy.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, easier.
Yeah.
It's a machine doing the work.
So now here you have the same layout as basically you're got two places that the material sits.
Yeah. Pretty well.
So now, are you setting this thing anything? Does it matter up and down?
Huh?
Does it matter this way or that way? The way you're putting this in?
No, I'll show you how that works.
Okay.
This is usually loose and stuff. All I'm doing is just setting the barrel in now.
That cherry?
Yeah. I think I said the guy's name wrong. This is Dick Farber.
Okay.
From down around York. And the first thing I do is, I know where the line is on this Lancaster because I've done so many of them. But if I don't, and then I step out just roughly a quarter inch. Okay, there's my breech, and there's where I'm going to quit doing all my sawing. And you'll see, there's where I saw it. Is it an angle? Okay, but there's the end of my breech. And most guns, my standard is 12 inches. So I go like this, and get that already laid up for the ramrod.
Right.
Okay, but if I'm not sure where the breech goes, I'll go down there, and he wants to put a quarter 28 touch hole in, okay? So he wants it 5/8. This is what he wants. This is the customer. I don't know if this would, but most of them want this. So I'll go 5/8 inches out, and he's using a Siler lock.
Oh, you're laying out because you're going to put a lock in for him.
I want to make sure there's enough stuff back there.
Morning, Max.
Morning. I want to make sure there's enough, side plate back there. but center the pan, center back, you know, plenty enough. Trigger, you know, the serial set right here.
Sure.
So that's what I do. If I'm not sure, but I've done this gun so many times, this Lancaster. Just, I know that's the right line. Okay, then I walk over here, because this is why I keep writing numbers on the barrels. Okay, this is an inch breech, 900 thousandths up front here. So half the depth of the barrel exposed, half inch. And then I'll mark this too, and it's pretty sure you'll see me use this a lot. 38 inch. I'll pick it up, 38. Right there. 38 and a half. Alright, this was this. Now double check from this end. Like I said, 38 and a half. Watch yourself there, little guy. Okay, all I'm going to do is just get rid of that excess piece of wood. Got that off there. Okay, remembered it was an inch breech. So I'll set this up. Okay, get the outside tooth.
What, half?
No, I always like to cut it, make sure. So I'll go a 1/16 under half and then do the rest with the machine.
Okay.
I need to get back over here. Ready to work on your truck, bud? Inch and 13/16. 13 30 is half on each side. And this guy wants us straight down the center. 7 pigs.
So now you're gonna adjust that forward and back now that once you...
Yeah, see what I do is that's 3/8 cutter in there, 3/8 stylist.
Okay.
And what I do is I'll set this right on the breech line, right there. Bring this back. And that piece of wood I screwed on the back, I always let that just a little higher than the barrel.
Right.
And then what I do is bring it up that it touches, lock it in, and then I start. And I take it down. Okay, bring it against, and see I'm not far away.
Right.
So I line it.
So you're just using that line as something to go off of.
Yeah, that line's and to make sure it's even.
So you use the line rather than the side of the wood?
The barrel's what I'm going off of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's close enough to get us started.
So this is Max, Mark's boy.
Yeah.
So you've been in it since you were little.
Yeah. Probably about 6 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got them to the point now where I can get a gun all ready, get it all set up, set it in that machine, basically tell him what cutter, what stylus to use, and he can cut it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're slowly, because with this business, I just can't scrap stuff.
Right.
So it's a slow process to learn. So probably in another year or two, he'll have that all down and this down, and then you can call him.
Yeah. So that's something you think you're gonna pursue?
Yeah, probably. Probably work at it.
Cool. So you've done some shaping, and you've done a good bit now, like what, a year or two, or?
I've done probably 4 or 5 years of shaping.
Okay.
Shaped long guns. I've shaped pistols, tomahawk handles, war clubs.
Nice.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, a lot of long guns.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, now you want to know how I get the height of this?
Yeah.
Okay, the first step I do is I'll set this and get that. That's the exact breech. Okay, at top of that gun. And now I will rough cut this out. You'll see me do this. And once I rough cut it, then I'll stick a 30 seconds under here. So your barrel, everything drops a 30 second. Everything goes off this stylus compared to that cutter. And I'll drop the 30 seconds and I'll clean your flat up, your top up here, right here, this. A 30 seconds deeper. Then I'll take my barrel channel cutter and I'll go in here and I'll measure off here then. And then it'll set everything down to 30 seconds. That way it's a 30 seconds below the top of your thing, give you room to do your tang and everything like that. So are we ready to cut?
Good to go.
Okay, and this is actually also a good test too. I got my lines here, got everything here. And this gives me an opportunity to move stuff so that it don't go to my line. Take the line, just take the line. And this is an easy top, your dead center. You can take your scale and go in here, and I got 15, 30 seconds, and I got 15, 30 seconds. So that's dead center in the wood.
Okay.
Okay. And this is what I said when I told that off flush. This way I can. I gotta get the barrel up now. Now comes the fun part. Where's my document? Now I take the barrel out.
So you won't change the cutter, or you will?
Yeah. That all I use that for.
It's just hogging it out.
Is hogging it out because, it's like, you know, I've had this cutter that I use on these barrels for 20 years, and the only thing I use it for is to just take the last little bit out.
Can I see the cutter?
Yep, this one's old.
It's neat. You had these made, or you buy them?
Yeah, had them made. This one will do down to like a 5. This is 5/8.
Okay.
So, and then I had a customer want to do a little weenie barrel. I had a brand new one made, and this I can do down to, I think, just under 1/2 inch. I gotta say, I think it is 1/2 inch. So if anybody goes smaller than 1/2 inch oxidized barrel, you know, yeah, they're 490s. So,
Yep.
and then I set my height up because I took the 30 seconds off the top of that. Right now, that's a 30 seconds lower than this
Right.
height.
Yeah, I missed filming that part.
Okay, so what I'll do is set this up, get it to touch there, make sure it, yep, takes a little bit, and make sure there's enough that that'll clear the backstop. And then we're ready to cut a barrel.
Alrighty.
When I cut that down there, I don't, not climb cut, a regular mill cut. And then when I cut this side, I want to make sure I climb cut so it don't pull in, don't take more wood off than what you need. So now I'll start running this way. I do the climb cut. Now I'll come back and regular cut it, mill cut it, just to clean it up, and that way it's not much wood and it won't pull in. Now I'll come over and I'll see what we have here, because like here, if this will go close to fitting.
Once you go back, it definitely will, huh?
Everywhere's good on this, except right in this area. So.
Which is fine, because you got to square the breech up and then it'll get fit, right?
See, what I can do is like here, I'll do this. I'll put a little more pressure on this. And another thing you gotta look for is sometimes the barrels aren't exactly right, and you'll see it'll cut like in steps coming up over if the barrel wasn't milled right.
Right.
See, and all you gotta do is put like a little pressure on there, and right there it is. Yeah.
But am I not thinking right, Mark, that once you cut the,
Yeah,
it'll relieve it some?
But see, what's going on right now is, watch this. See how there's a hollow?
Yep.
That's what's happening. See, my cutter, because that'll be deeper. Putty wise, my cutter's riding on this area, not this area. I tell these guys, you know, if they want a really, really good fit,
Draw file at
file
first.
first.
Yep.
And you see how much I took off before that even starts to disappear.
Yep. Yeah, there's quite a belly in there.
Yeah. And you gotta take it off anyways when you finish your gun.
Right.
See
Yep.
how tight it is right there?
Yep.
Yeah. Now when I take that back, it will.
Definitely fit.
And you want to know another weird thing?
Hmm.
As soon as you drill the ramrod, it'll go boom, fall right in.
Relieves that stress.
It relieves the stress. Yep. We got animals around.
Yeah,
here
we
that
do.
They're trying to get in.
What are you doing? Thanks for watching him, Jim.
Keep those Crocs on.
No. That's all right.
I put them on, he flip them off.
Okay.
My wife's at the beach, so I have my son. So Jim's watching him for the half-second video. That's for everybody.
I guess I'll have to watch it on YouTube and then you can see it.
And this is just to save me some work. I can do it by hand, but this here's just to save me a little bit of work.
What are you doing now?
You'll see.
Okay.
That back corner there where it's all.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Once you get down in, then you don't have to worry about it. And the reason I make sure that's fit is because if you take this out and try to line it back up,
You never get it right.
oh, yeah, you'll spend an hour here where you get it right where it needs to be. And now this is basically a piece of firewood.
Yeah, it does nothing for you.
Yeah, nobody can make a barrel the same. And I don't care what they brag. Rice is the closest. He's plus or minus 10. But if I make one pattern and it's a minus 10 and you got the plus 10, that's a 20 thousandths difference and you're going to be scraping.
Right.
And if I use the plus 10 and you got a minus 10, then there's 20 thousandths gap. Your barrel's going to wrap around in there. So, and I want to do it once. I don't want to do it a couple times. So that's why I do it like this. Okay. It's in. You
Nice.
got your 30 seconds gap here to do what you want.
Right.
That way your breech plug's down below. Half your barrel's sticking out, flat surface. You're ready to start building a gun. Well, I gotta do the RAMROD.
Yeah, say no, you ain't.
When I started, everybody was 1/4" web. Now my standard's 3/16, and so we got some really weird people that want 1/8 and 16th, and I don't know how they get a screw through. Yeah, that'd be you.
Hey, by the way, you did a great job on the web on the Fowler. I kissed the bottom of the barrel and I'm in the ramrod hole, so that's good and thin back there. It's probably like 3/16.
There isn't much step in this barrel. It's inch to 900 thousandths. So there's only 100 thousandths. So there's only 50 thousandths step in it. So, okay, I'll make that there. I'll put the line there. Okay, that's 7 seconds. And when I do the cut, I'll measure it again just to make sure I always leave enough wood. Equals divided by 2 equals 7/18. 23 30 seconds.
But are you just a fraction to decimal chart in your mind or what?
Huh?
Do you have a fraction to decimal chart in your mind or what?
Yeah. Yeah, my doing tool and die for all them years, it sort of sticks. This is just so I know I'm centered. That's why I draw the lines down
Right.
from them. That way, look, I'm right on
Right.
that, right on that. And what I do, like this is a right-handed gun. You'll see me, I'll try to keep the cutter dead center here, but I'll try to take more of this line than this line.
Why?
because it gives it just a slight angle and might get over there, you know, instead of breaking into your lock spring, breaking into your ramrod channel. It'll, if you ever
Just start growing away a little bit.
yeah, if a slight little angle, just enough that when it gets back here, it ain't dead center.
Yeah, because depending on your lock, some of them mainsprings are real wide,
Yep.
and they go in there real deep.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name from Canada?
Pete Alexander.
I'm reading that book right now. I read that last night about the ramrod being off, so your mainspring doesn't hit it.
He's a mason, and the guy I was doing him for was masons and stuff, and I knew all about it, whatever. Well, I called him up because I, you know, talking to him, and I didn't receive my money. He's, you don't give a, you don't got to worry. These guys are all masons. You don't got nothing to worry about. I said, I don't care how many blocks they lay, Pete. I just want my money. And it went dead silent. Oh, that was a hilarious thing. Different. Well, it's 50,000, so I'm going to use the 16. And what I do is, it's 50,000 half the barrel measurement. So what I do is I'll put a 16th out here, which it's only 12.5 thousandths difference. And I'll take the 32nd back. It's a 38-inch barrel, so 19 inches back. I'll put a 32nd to give it the...
This is giving your web thickness taper, huh?
If I really wanted to be fussy, I could figure out everything and have the barrel come up higher in the center, so you got a 3/16 web the whole way. But that would be, you're going to end up with 3/16 here and 3/16 here, and yeah, it's going to be a lot thicker in the center because your barrel's swamped.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, trying to drill a straight line is crazy.
Well, and I noticed that cherry there, the grain's running straight, so does that probably help you? If the grain's not fighting you down here?
Yeah.
It's all nice and straight.
Really, I don't think I've never really had much of a problem. I've had one that was really gnarled up piece of wood.
Made it want to walk off.
I don't know how it ended out because I did test that one and it still ended out half decent, but it took me, you know, I really drilled that one super slow.
Yeah. I imagine it makes a difference too. If you sharpen your bits.
Yeah, I do.
So you want to make sure you get the tip good and centered.
This is just for lineup purposes, this flat cutter. Okay, there. See, I got, like right there,
Yep.
I'm held over as tight as I can. I got a little bit of line, and I go over, and I'm going to take all the line. That's just all you need, because you're going 12 inches.
Yeah.
Till you get back
That's
there.
exaggerated quite a bit back there. What do you think, an eighth? Maybe more?
Yeah, well, you can do the math. We're going to make some noise, bud. This ain't that loud.
You might be all right. You make them?
I make them. I got a 3/8 piece of drill rod.
Yep.
Okay, and I'll drill down in, and I'll drill it down in, tap it 1/4 I'll take just a regular drill bit, and I'll drill up in it, tap it 1/4 face them both off, take a 1/4 bolt, lock tight in, screw this on. And then I got a drill doctor. I can't tell you the exact degree right now, but that's how I sharpen them, and they cut good, real good. I've tried everything, the V drill bits, you know, that they sell for ramrods, all that stuff, and this seems to work. The hole, you might have to step back to get everything, because this is all going to be moving.
All right.
Up, down, all that. What I do is hold it down, bring the drill bit up. Okay, see that little chamfer that was in there? Back there from the radius drill bit?
Yep.
It's now gone.
Yep.
That's all I had to do.
That's all you were getting rid of, that hump.
Yeah, now it's just a little thumb pressure there. Nice little. And you're off. basic little bit of cooking on, just so I got a mess going and get over it. Just to, you heard all that squealing?
Yeah.
There ain't squeal now? Well, that was. And let's just nice, easy. You clean out really often.
Right.
Go ahead with that now. Put that right back here. Ever since that time.
Yeah. You
Double
don't.
check, I have it right on there, 38 inches. And this actually gives you a half inch if I do the whole barrel, because I always put them in the length of the barrel, because your breech plug sticks in there half inch. So even if you drop your ramrod down the barrel and you make the full depth of my channel and hole, you'll be that 38 inches. 38 inches, that's what that barrel is. Let's give this a finishing touch. Get yourself, buddy. See, now my mark's going for the next. And because we put it on an angle, it'll cut more up front. Okay, then the last step is taping on what I cut off for staining purposes. I always send them along. That way you can test your stains out. There's how the customer's gonna get it. All taped up, barrel taped in it, ready to go. And now he can start. Now I gotta give him a call and he can come get it and start building his gun.
Cool.
Barrel's in, there you go. And usually if they can get their breech plug, I'll tape it fast under here.
Okay.
But most of this guy's been doing guns with me for a long time. He usually rips them out before he brings the barrel here.
Yeah.
And that way I don't lose it and he knows right where it's at. And then I stack them over here with the finished product.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us how that's done.
Yes, sir.